Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. So on today's episode, we're going to be talking about this woman right here who has been absolutely broken by Chad. Now, she has gone viral on TikTok for this video that you guys are currently seeing on screen right now. You know, she's crying in her car, she's crying in the bathroom, etc. But on today's episode, guys, we're going to be taking a look at some of the things that she has had to say about her relationship. So without further ado, guys, let's jump into some of these clips. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
The problem with narcissistic, attractive men is that they have always got the women that they've tried to get. And so they see women as disposable. But I can promise you, not all of us are replaceable.
You gotta love how these girls will throw around the word narcissist like it's absolutely nothing. Right? And narcissist essentially in 2022 basically just means any man who won't commit to her. Guys, you know, you'll see these girls complain about the fact that, oh, men have options and, you know, men treat us as dirt as a consequence of men having options. But you never hear them talk about the fact that girls have the majority of power in dating, guys. You know, they treat the bottom 85+% of men like absolute dirt, but you'll never hear them talk about that, guys, because when it happens to them, it's an issue, right? But let's continue on to this next clip. And guys, there's a bunch more where that came from.
These words were on a reel in my dream last night, and I just wanted to document them while I was still broken. And I want to revisit them when I'm healed, and I want to see how much the words have changed for a part two. It's been 61 days. I don't try to keep track, but my mind does anyway. My heart didn't break that morning. It was something deeper. I try to keep myself busy like you told me to. I've been busy with friends, with family, and with healing. But your memory haunts me more. It haunts me constantly.
Guys, when these women get broken up with, when Chad doesn't want to commit to them, it leaves a very serious mark. I want you guys to pay attention to what she just said right there, where, you know, something else inside her broke. Right? It just, you know, it wasn't just necessarily her feelings or love or whatever. It was a lot more deeper than that, in her own words, guys. And what happens is these girls will bear that scar, that mark, whatever you want to call it, into their subsequent relationships. Okay, a lot of guys are marrying girls like this, who have a background like this, and are surprised when the girl runs off and cheats on them with an ex and stuff like that. She was always going to do it, right? Because they're still attached to the previous dude.
I can't use my favorite coffee cup. You know the one. I tried again this morning. And that fucking Liberty Mutual commercial comes on constantly. It seems like my arm still reaches for the remote to change it as fast as possible. And my heart aches every time. It's so stupid. When I sit on my patio, I feel like you're sitting in the chair beside me, even though you never have. Our best conversations were had sitting on the patio, and I love those beautiful memories. Your memory haunts me most on the beautiful days, the ones we would have spent on the motorcycle. Every time I hear one, I physically get nauseous. I loved you more each ride we took together. I really miss those Tuesday nights. Sometimes I feel crazy, but our love was real and it was rare, and I know that you felt it too. I don't know that my memory haunts you like yours does me, but it kills me thinking that it doesn't.
Guys, listen to what she just said right at the end there, okay? You know, it kills her. The thought of the man not caring as much about her as she does about him is something that's incredibly painful for her, right? Like, notice how, because the thing is, she was chasing him the entire damn time. And this is what I'm talking about, guys, where girls will go out here, they'll choose men that they have to fight, you know, nail and teeth to keep around in a relationship, and then they're surprised when the guy doesn't, you know, either A, doesn't want a relationship, B, cheats on her, C, strings her along for long periods of time. These girls are not chasing stability. Okay, now guys, I'm not advocating for cheating or lying or none of that, okay? We don't know exactly what the dude has done. Maybe he cheated on her, maybe he treated her like crap. But the fact of the matter remains, guys, is that these girls are chasing men who do not want them. Okay, and guys, like, call me cynical, okay, but you know, we're hearing a lot of crying here, and I'm not seeing a lot of tears. So my thoughts are, look, I'm just going to show you guys this comment section right here, okay? So this is the comment section on this particular video that we're watching right now. Now, the video that we watched at the beginning of today's video, if that makes sense, you know, of her crying in the car, that got like 1 million+ likes on it and like thousands of comments and whatever. So my thoughts are is that she's trying to replicate the feeling for more clicks and views. But, you know, take a look at some of these comments, okay? The pit in your stomach, I remember that feeling. It physically hurts. You can feel it in your bones. It does get better, I promise. You got this. Thinking of you and sending you strength, beautiful girl. I'm praying for you. I felt this. Hugs. Your page has been helping me heal through my own journey, and I just wanted to share that. The quiet of my lonely home was so loud when I would come home. A year later, it's my peace. You'll get there. You'll be stronger. Now, I want you guys to I'm going to scroll through some of these, okay? You know, if you're a dude and you cry on the internet about your situation, you think you get this kind of validation? You know, this kind of reception? Absolutely not. These girls are out here, man, and call me cynical, okay? But a lot of them, at least in my view, are doing this so that they can get attention and clicks.
But I've welcomed the sadness that hangs over me every day, and I've made room for the dull, empty pit in my stomach that never goes away. My heart still has you on a pedestal that you no longer deserve to be on.
Look at that, right? So even though the dude treated her like crap, she still got feelings, you know, she still pedestalized him in her heart, as she puts it. And this is what I'm talking about, man, where when girls are attracted to a man, they will put up with a lot of crap. They will, guys. You know, you'll hear stories about, if you guys ask some women, they'll tell you about the stories about the stupid things that they've done for men, trying to get men to like them, okay? When, you know, the dude was never really interested in them to begin with. And then they turn around and they cry about the situation when they get used or the guy doesn't treat them well. It's like, yeah, you're lining yourself up to be exploited. That's what you're doing, okay? Because, you know, dudes who have options, the question is, why would they commit to you? You know, what is the reason? Why should they commit to you? And if your answer is like, oh, you know, I'm good to have around, I'm a positive energy, whatever the crap these girls are saying nowadays, okay, that really doesn't cut it. It really doesn't.
But it hasn't learned how to take you off of it yet. I journal pages every day, read 100 books, and beg God to take you out of my heart. But you...
Look at that, right? You know, journaling every day, begging so that she doesn't have feelings for him anymore. And I want to ask you guys the question, okay? If this woman were to get into a relationship anytime at all, you know, in the near future, just any time, you could even argue not even the near future, what are the odds that she is still going to be attached to this man that she's describing right now? The answer is incredibly high. Incredibly damn high, because girls who go, you know, and do these things where they, you know, they chase Chad, they can't lock him down, or he breaks her heart or whatever, that is some permanent damage right there. Because even if she goes out after the fact and she gets married, you see, here's what happens, okay? Girls will go throughout their 20s, they'll get totally and utterly broken by Chad, they'll start to realize that they need stability so that they, you know, they can't continue to chase Chad, or else they're going to have nowhere to live, okay? So what they do is they go out there, they sell this this victim story to the first gullible guy with some money, okay? They're the guy who's stable. They get into a long-term marriage, a relationship with that man, and then, you know, either they cheat on him or the relationship goes sideways because she's still attached to the men who she couldn't lock down in her 20s.
You live in that gaping hole that you left. I want to hate you so bad. I've tried. You'll never understand the pain that you caused, but I still love you. You were so worried about hurting me, but did it worse than anyone else has before. I didn't think that was possible. You opened a whole new realm of fears for loving again if I ever do.
Look at that, right? If I ever love again. Guys, these girls, they get absolutely psychologically fried by these men. Okay, they really do. And the fact of the matter is that they could choose not to. It's a voluntary thing. Guys, if you can see my cursor on the screen right now, for those of you guys who are not watching, okay? Girls will get in relationships with men like this, or situationships where they don't actually get, commitment or anything like that. But the guy will, give them positive feelings, negative feelings, positive feelings, negative feelings. And this roller coaster is what keeps these girls addicted, guys, because they're always looking back at this situation going like, oh, did he mean that? Did he mean this? And when when the cord is finally cut, guys, she's still, she misses that. She's got a craving for that she can no longer satiate from other men. Right? No matter how many times these girls get validated on social media, no matter how many likes you give them, no matter how many outfits they buy or they feel like they look cute, they're still going to be thinking about the guy who made their feelings go like this. Right? They're still going to be thinking about that situation from a long time ago, even when these girls are out here married, in long-term relationships, okay? It still happens.
I forget what my laugh sounds like sometimes. And I can't imagine ever smiling again like I used to. But nonetheless, I still hope you're doing okay and happy. I pray for you every day, not for God to bring you back, but just for you to be okay too. I had the best year of my life with you. Love you always, Kay.
And I find that part at the end particularly weird, okay? Because what she says is, I'm praying for you. I hope everything's going for you, not because I want you back. I just want you to be well. You see, what she's hoping for is she's hoping for some kind of reciprocation. Just some kind of feeling that she gets given in return from these guys, because these guys do not give these women closure. Right? Whenever I see these videos talking about how, oh, he'll be thinking about you or he'll eventually come around and message you, I laugh to myself, guys, because a lot of these men, they'll never message these women again because they were just the side girl, And girls take too long to realize this. Too long, guys. They'll go through guy after guy and then they'll finally quote unquote realize and have their epiphany, okay? They'll get right with God, whatever you want to call it. Just an absolute insult to faith, mind you, typically, okay? But, they go through these situations and then they want to turn around as if nothing happened and be like, oh, my past doesn't matter. Yeah, the quality of your decisions in your past, they bear a huge influence on your future. But guys, if you thought that was it, we have here another clip of her, just explaining the psychological damage that was caused. So let's jump into this one.
So, continuing on with this breakup journey that I've been on, which has since evolved into this very personal, spiritual findings of sorts, I guess.
What did I say, man? What did I say just a second ago, right? We're going into spirituality now as a result of being ditched by Chad. Okay, interesting.
There's been one constant in my life that I'm really struggling with, and that is the disassociation. Today it is extremely, extremely heavy. If you don't know what that is, for me personally, it is being in this beautiful apartment that I handpicked out for myself, furnished obviously with everything that I love, full of my things, and feeling absolutely zero attachment to any of it. For me this morning also, I, for the first time in a month of being here, slept in my bed, and I woke up and I felt extremely weird and just disconnected from anything. It felt like I was waking up in a stranger's house. It was super weird. I've been trying to keep myself super grounded and present. And so I made myself get up and I made my bed and I got a shower, and I still was feeling super weird. So, I did my hair and I put some makeup on, and part of the disassociation for me is getting ready. And the whole time I'm getting ready, I try to look at myself, like really look at myself, and it's like I'm staring straight through myself to the wall behind me. I saw nothing. I felt nothing.
Look at that right there, guys. I felt nothing. I saw nothing. I'm dissociating, okay, from my surroundings. I can't connect. I feel weird. Guys, this is what happens when you fry your brain with these situations. Okay, a lot of these women, they seem to think that they can, go from guy to guy, have these experiences, and there's not going to be any psychological effects. That's not true at all. Guys, like, I was told the other day, there was this one girl, and she was telling me the gossip of the town, okay? And she was explaining how, her friend got with this guy, and who was just a friends with benefits. And I laughed in my head because, like, oh, what's coming, right? And basically the situation was this girl was ditched by Chad, okay? And she claims to not care. And when that girl told me that, I laughed in my head, man, because we all know that these girls care when they get ditched. They care a whole damn lot. And lo and behold, okay, the woman tells me that she, the girl claimed to not care that she was ditched by Chad, but then she caught her crying and all this kind of crap, man. And what happens is, their emotions basically get run through this course, okay, going the up and the down and the up and the down. And when it's cut, it leaves a mark, guys. It leaves an addiction, okay? And when these girls go into their subsequent relationships, they continue to carry that. And a lot of them want to pretend like nothing has happened, or they don't care, or, maybe they'll sell you the whole victim narrative and crap like this. Because, I mean, guys, like, you guys let me know in the comments, okay? How many times have you heard these women say that, oh, in my past, I was mistreated by men and my relationships have been super difficult, and I'm just too kind and caring. I'm too empathetic. I'm too loving, right? When that's not what the situation is at all, guys. These girls are not anything exceptional in terms of being empathetic, being caring, being loving, or any of that. What they're doing is they're throwing these things at men who have no interest in them anyway. Oh, guys, these girls, they'll be loving and caring to that guy who doesn't give a crap about them, that has a lot of money and, who's got a nice gym body. Yeah, they'll throw love and care at him, quotes, if you want to call it that. Right? But any other guy below that, oh, she doesn't even see him, okay? She doesn't even see him. But look at the consequences of this, guys. She just doesn't feel a damn thing.
And that's been one of the saddest parts of this for me. And the hardest part is that I am so disconnected between what's happening in my mind, my heart, to what's happening around me, that I feel like I am merely a body existing, taking care of the obligations that I have to take care of, doing the things that I need to do to take care of things in myself. And
guys, I have a bit of a theory, okay? And, we talk a lot on this channel about, I hate that it comes up so often, but these girls will bring it up every 2 seconds, okay? The quote-unquote wage gap. Right? And, I've been thinking, okay, a lot of these girls, they'll complain about being paid less, but, you rarely ever see them, choose to become an engineer or anything like that, or, start their own successful business, okay? You'll see none of that. But you'll see a lot of these girls in, barista jobs, okay? Just doing little bits and pieces jobs just to kind of get by. And one of the thoughts that just occurred to me during this video is like, so much of these girls, like, brain processing power is occupied by dudes who don't want them, right? Like, for example, if you were to take this woman and you were to try and turn her into an engineer, you would have no chance, guys. She'd be working as an engineer trying to learn, but her entire being would be focused on the dude that just dumped her, Chad and stuff like that. A lot of guys, they'll go through their entire life, barely having intimate relationships, or not having very significant, few and far between relationships. And I think that allows a lot of dudes actually the time to focus. Right? A lot of you guys might notice if some of you have quit dating, some of you are still dating, but for those of you who have quit dating, I've heard lots of stories, dudes on Patreon tell me, I get emails about it. You guys will tell me like, man, my life has cleared up a lot, right? I have a lot more spare time now that I'm either not chasing girls or I'm not married anymore. And I think that time allows a lot of dudes to focus. But because a lot of these girls jump from guy to guy, it's like they really don't, stick their head down and actually work. You see what I'm saying? Where a lot of guys, loneliness is just kind of forced upon guys. So a lot of guys just figure, you know what, I might as well just work and put my head down. And a lot of guys makes things of themselves. But these girls, they're so strung up by Chad that they'll stay in that coffee barista job and, call sick days because they can't feel anything anymore.
feeling absolutely zero attachment to any of it. And I truly do feel like every day I feel like I'm having an out-of-body experience, sitting beside myself watching someone go through what's supposed to be my life. And today it is extremely heavy with that. For other people going through this, you're definitely not alone. I have journaled my way through this extensively. I journal sometimes 4 times a day. I have a lot in this mind of mine. That has helped tremendously. But if you ever need to, reach out, because I get it and it sucks.
People will reach out, but make no mistake, guys, this woman, like, she's really just doing it for engagement on the video, okay? Guys, like, I'm cynical, it is what it is, okay? But whenever I hear these girls be like, oh, reach out, I'm always here to talk, I don't really believe it, but situations like this, okay, it's just... They're kind of like a gateway into just stupid levels of ambiguity where these girls will continue to lie. And what I mean by that, guys, is a lot of men will be in, a marriage or something like that, and girls will walk around the house being like, oh, I'm not happy, or, you need to do the emotional labor in the relationship, like we had that previous girl say the other day, guys. And they use all this language about how they're not happy and their life is difficult. And truth be told, it's because they're still attached to dudes in their past a lot of the times. It really doesn't matter what you do. You really can't keep a lot of these girls happy. But guys, we do have some more video clips here. This woman's entire TikTok. And see, this is why I'm so cynical about the situation as well, is because the entire TikTok is just dedicated to this one particular situation. Because her first video, the one that I showed at the beginning of today's video, that popped off and got over 1 million likes on it or whatever, it seems to me like she's continuing to try and replicate that by talking about the same thing.
I am so frustrated this morning with myself. I feel like I keep having a good day, and then today I'll feel like this. I feel like I should be farther along than this. I keep hitting a wall, and I'm so fucking frustrated. I feel like I am doing all the things. I am actively trying to do all the things. I don't know if I'm trying to do too much, and I'm just forcing it too much rather than just letting it happen. But I feel like I'm failing at healing. I feel like I'm failing at letting go. I feel like I'm failing at leaning into my faith. I just feel like I am failing all around. And
Guys, like, if you were to read into what she just said right there, it really sounds to me like she's already on to her next Chad. Like, if you guys go and play that, I'm not going to go back and play it again, but if you guys go back and play it again, it sounds to me like when she's saying like, oh, I don't know how much I can push, should I just let things happen? It sounds to me as though she's describing another relationship where she still can't get commitment from, but maybe that's just me. But check this out, guys. We're going to jump into some of these comments and look at all the girls here going through the same situation, okay? One day at a time, babe. I can't wait to see you, heart. You are not failing, you are pushing. There is no time frame on grief. Some days will be a roller coaster. Just know it's okay. Everything you are feeling is 100% normal. And another girl, it's okay to not be okay. I moved on so fast because I finally got the truth, smiley face. But there's no timeline on moving on. Look at that. There's no timeline on moving on. Okay. I can relate to this so much. Hard to string together a good week. You're doing so, like, look at all this, guys. I mean, look, isn't TikTok just an absolutely disgusting app, guys? You're not the only one. I feel the same. Totally understand. It gets discouraging. I'm right there with you. It's so frustrating. I just allow myself to feel everything. Yesterday was great. Today, not so much. Keep on going and growing. Okay, look at all this stuff, guys. It's, but hey, she's gonna, respond to everyone, I guess. All right, interesting. But let's continue with the video clip.
And I am so incredibly fucking frustrated with myself. And I've been trying to talk myself through it, and it's like I am just unable to give myself grace right now, and I don't know why, because I deserve it. And I'm unable to just let myself know that it's okay to feel like this. And
look at that. I deserve it, right? I deserve to give myself grace, right?
Instead, I am just extremely fucking frustrated with myself. I'm so tired.
Yeah, because she can't get over the situation. And guys, like, I don't even, I'm a little bit tired. I'm about to go to bed. Okay. Typically, I record these videos right before I'm going to go to bed. Okay. This girl is driving while recording TikTok. So I didn't even, man, I'm such an idiot. Okay. I didn't even notice this woman's driving in her, seems to be driving in her car while making TikToks. Like, we're just nobody in the comments, right? Nobody in the comments brought this up. It's all you go, queen. Do your healing. I've been through this as well. This stuff, sucks, but nobody wants to talk about the fact that this woman is driving while making a TikTok. Yeah, okay, but let's continue on to the next clip, guys, because like I said, her entire TikTok account is dedicated to this.
I am completely emotionally unavailable for anything other than investing in myself right now. I have to get myself back. I can't afford to be any version of myself other than one that I love fully.
Guys, when these girls say, like, I need to get this version of myself back, I actually take that quite literally, okay? Because the way it works is girls will get into, they'll try and please Chad because they want Chad to stay around. They'll try and lock down Chad. So these girls will change their entire personality to lock down a man. Okay, now you don't have to be Chad, for example. A lot of these girls will change their entire personality to get things out of men in general anyway. Like if you're a dude that, she needs stability from, maybe she needs kids from, okay, maybe she needs a house, whatever. Girls will change their entire personality. You don't necessarily have to be Chad. But when she says, like, I don't want to be someone else, I have no doubt in my mind that she was pretending to be somebody else, i.e. somebody who's not crazy. Like, I'm going to play that one more time so you guys can hear what I'm talking about.
Emotionally unavailable for anything other than investing in myself right now. I have to get myself back. I can't afford to be any version of myself other than one that I love fully.
Look at that, right? Because what's she comparing that to? She's comparing that to the versions of herself previously when she wasn't someone that she quote unquote loved. See, what I'm talking about here, gentlemen, is different variants of the same person. This is why when a lot of you guys go out there and you get into relationships, as soon as you, for example, put that ring on her finger, as soon as you go out there and give her commitment, as soon as you go out there and give what she wants, gentlemen, they turn into completely different people. They really do. Right? How many of you guys have had that situation, okay, where, things were great at the beginning, but over time it just progressively gets worse and worse until the person that you had at the beginning of the relationship is just totally unrecognizable now from the one that you currently have. Like things are just, you've got such a polar opposite of what the individual actually is, But let's continue on to the next clip. Guys, like I'm telling you, these are all from the same woman, by the way.
Yesterday, I got really upset because someone randomly messaged me and was telling me about what my ex was doing, where he was, who he was with, and he was somewhere that me and him always talked about going, something that I would have loved to be a part of, basically just living his best life. And I was really pushed back by that. I was really hurt by that yesterday.
Yeah, because nothing hurts these girls more, guys, than another girl coming along and getting what she wanted from that man. Right? I've made this point before, a few times on the channel now, guys, but if you go out there and you give an experience to okay, let's just say you're dating a girl, okay? And then, you don't give her any fantastic experiences. Maybe you took her on a date here and there, but you were with the girl and you gave her not much in the way of experiences, but she was kind of pushing for more from you. Maybe she wanted like a wedding, or maybe she wanted to go to like, do something exciting with you, or maybe you guys planned a trip, okay? But you never went through with the trip, okay? If you then break up with that girl and you have a relationship with another girl after her, one, quite close maybe to your previous relationship, but you go out there, you get another girlfriend, and then you take her on the trip, or you marry the next girl, or you give that next girl experiences that you didn't give your current girlfriend at the time. these girls lose their marbles over it, man. They lose their marbles because they want to be that one that was treated like the princess. They want to be that one girl who, you know, she was treated differently than all the rest of the other girls. And this is like the permanent side chick dilemma, guys, where they think that they're in the race to win that final girl spot. And when they don't and they see other girls winning, it breaks them, guys. And they never lose sight of that man again because they're always thinking to themselves, well, I could have had that, but he gave another girl that experience.
And it sat heavy with me for the majority of my evening. But then today, I really was able to kind of like think about it. And I'm just so proud of myself today because even just in the past couple months, like I have came so far. Like I'm just proud of myself. And one day I'm going to be able to be living my best life too.
Yeah, one day. Okay, we all know what best life means anyway, and I personally have the inclination that she's quote unquote trying to live her best life anyway right now. But notice how she said that she was pushed back, guys, because she's still going to be thinking, you know, she's hoping there's going to be a time in the future when she, you know, she's not thinking about this man anymore. But that is very unlikely to happen. Guys, we're going to call today's episode there because truth be told, I'm quite exhausted and I need to head to bed, guys. It's getting quite late where I'm at right now. So as always, guys, make sure to leave your thoughts and your comments. Have you guys, you know, seen this happen? Have you maybe gotten with a girl after the fact and then regretted it? Let me know what you guys think and what your experiences are in the comment with this particular situation. And as always, gentlemen, make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. Peace. Yo, what is going on, guys? Past Taylor, thank you if you made it to the end of today's video. With that being said, make sure you go and show some love to the editor of today's video, guys. You can find free Apple Watch wallpapers over on his website, www.applewatchfaces.io. Make sure you head over there, guys, and bookmark the tab to show some support for your boy. He's gone through the blood, sweat, and tears of putting together today's video, guys, so make sure to go and show him some support for what he has endured today. Take it easy, guys, and peace for real this time.